Hi everyone, my name is T and welcome to Storytime, Scars and Nightmares, a place where stories come to life and everything's up for discussion. Here we deep dive into real, raw, and unforgettable story times, from spine-chilling horror tales to jaw-dropping dating disasters, unbelievable life experiences, and everything in between. Whether it's the kind of story that makes you laugh, cry, or just question reality, I've got you covered. So if you love suspense, drama, wild twists, and a whole lot of tea, go ahead and like, comment, and hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bells on because you won't want to miss what's coming next. So grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy. Because here, the stories are real, the vibes are chaotic, and the laughs always welcome. So let's jump into it.
About that 911 operator who got a call at 3:30 in the morning from an abandoned funeral home. If you didn't, I'm about to play it for you. But please keep in mind, this is a funeral home where nobody is currently working. Cops drive by it later to see if anybody was there. It's abandoned, the lights are out, nobody's working, and you can just very faintly hear someone talking.
Hello, 911. This is Erica. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Terrifying videos caught on camera.
Let's go down to the court, Stuart. Steady. Oh no, it's right now.
待って、マジでやばい。
Chica, no mames, no se muere.
Que se abra la puerta. Que se abra.
No posible.
Hello?
Bos? Itu anak bos? Yo, kok sudah tengok gue?
I just called the police. Get out front of my door. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Get out front of my door right now. The police on the way. Go!
Just days after this happened, Jasmine records a video and points out something that makes this whole encounter even creepier.
In the 3 years that I've lived here, I have never seen this door come open. Ever. Like, you can't. But in the video, you saw the door just came open. Who opened the door? Like, look at it. Like, pitch black. Like, make it make sense. Like, how?
This whole occurrence is pretty strange. It's what happens next that's by far the most unsettling. This is where things start to get pretty weird, because after reaching out to property management and getting someone to open up this door, this happens.
Okay, y'all, so property management sent somebody up to come take a look, so I'm gonna let him do what he do, and I'm gonna stay back here.
The light works.
You say the light works? Y'all, he said the light works. Oh, Lord. What is that? He's over here. Y'all. What the hell is going on? Y'all see all these little kids? They have put kids' shoes up in there. Those frozen Elsa boots, whatever you want to call it. Those boots are my daughter's.
I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. The kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing. Thank you. So I ordered DoorDash, and I heard a knock. Oh my God, she's still fucking standing there.
Two girls are alone in their room when they decide to play Bloody Mary for fun. They look into their mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times in a row with serious expressions. They wait for a bit before solemnly concluding that
nothing happened. Disappointing, right?
They are talking about trying it again during the night when something interrupts their thoughts.
That's weird.
They both look very serious, especially when they notice the cord to their overhead light bulb is now swinging on its own.
The light.
Almost as if someone had brushed past it. It's just the two of them and the door is locked. They quickly end the video, no doubt feeling very uncertain about what they've just done. Number 5. The Faceless Reflection. According to the legend, there are many different ways to summon Bloody Mary, which means that the method you choose could change what happens to you. The person in this video uses a slightly different method that I've never seen before. Instead of spinning around 3 times and then saying Bloody Mary, she says Bloody Mary once after each spin. This is the end result. Her face becomes smeared, and she quickly darts out of the room. If this video is real, then it appears that Bloody Mary somehow removed all of her facial features, perhaps as a warning. Number 4. 100% real. That's what this YouTuber thinks about Bloody Mary after making this video. He says her name way more than 3 times, and then begins to taunt her out loud.
Are you real Bloody Mary, or are you just a f***ing joke? Did y'all just hear that?
Still not convinced, the brave teen says her name some more and waits. It isn't long before he gets his reply.
Do that. What's going on here?
Drawers are opening on their own, the faucet turns on, and he soon concludes that Bloody Mary is very real after all. He goes to grab the door and finds that it won't budge. He puts his hands on top of his head now, obviously distressed. Just when he is sure that he's a goner, he manages to open the door and make an escape. Number 3. Behind you.
I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog. She's in that room upstairs. Josie? Josie? Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking. And she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. Staring at that, and then she started barking. And she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it? So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property. So this was my grandparents' ranch, and it was their wish to be buried right here, just where they were. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses. And so that's really all that there's to it, but things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just like come to this area sometimes and like surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate. See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development. Like, why? They just kind of come and really graze around this area, and they just kind of will freeze and not move. So, yeah. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
Okay, y'all, so I am back. It has been a minute since I have posted about my spooky stories, but I have been going through a whole lot, and life has just been crazy. But this particular story I have been waiting to post because I needed to find the actual photo so that I could actually have receipts to show you guys what I actually went through. Okay, so this story is about the time when I stayed in New Orleans and my son had an imaginary friend, and she decided that she was gonna ride my back, and my daughter actually caught the picture of her on my back. Okay, so I moved to New Orleans in 2011, and when I moved down there, my son was 3 years old at the time, and he used to always play by himself. Like every day he was in the room just casually playing by himself. At the time I had 2 boys and 2 girls. Okay, so I must add that when we moved to New Orleans, we moved down with my child's brother. We moved in their 2-bedroom apartment. It was him and his fiance because we didn't have plans on staying with them for too long. We just needed a little stable place before we were able to get on our feet because it was such a sudden move. I went down to New Orleans for my birthday. I loved it. I came back to Atlanta within a week. I had all of my stuff packed in my apartment, and I was moving back down to New Orleans because that's where I wanted to be. It was the life. Now, at that time, it didn't dawn on me that my son would always play by himself. I mean, I was a loner as a child also, and I used to play by myself all the time, and my imagination was humongous, so I didn't want to stop him from whatever he had going on with his creation and his own little reality. I didn't want to dim down his light, so if he was playing, talking to his imaginary friend, it never dawned on me it was a spirit, like stop, don't allow your children to do that. So fast forward 2 months into us being down in New Orleans, I was working at Burger King. I was an assistant manager at the Burger King, and so this particular day, I'm gonna bring on the day, and then I'm gonna have to rewind the story, so make sure you pay attention. Okay, so on this particular day, I remember it like it was yesterday because the chain of events that happened on that day was just mind-blowing for me. It was life-changing. It was just something unimaginable. It was January 28th, 2012. Normal day, got up 4:30 that morning to get dressed, get ready, go to work by 5 a.m. Everything was cool. I got to my store. I opened my store. About 5:30, that's when my employees start coming in. It was 2 girls. I cannot remember their name, but Daniel was the only guy. He was a flamboyant guy or whatever, but Daniel is who I remember because he is the main topic of the story. So they come in, we get everything put together, get all of our breakfast cooked, get everything put together for our shift to run smoothly for that morning. And we got done pretty early, so we just sat down in the lobby to chill until our customers started rolling in or whatever. So all the employees get there. My crew was like, we was cool. We was calm. Everybody got along. We talked about everything versus our job versus our families. Like, we just talked about everything. So we get all of the breakfast and everything squared away, and we just chilling. So everybody is chilling, and next thing you know, on my sister, y'all, God rest her soul right now, we literally hear horns in the sky. Like, the sound was just like everybody's heart dropped to their ass, and we all looking out the window to the sky, just honestly waiting on God to come rushing through. Like, it was literally sounding of a trumpet. Like January 28th 2012, the sounds of the trumpet, we heard it, and thank God that they were there at that time to witness it, because nobody would have believed me if I was there by myself. So we literally all mind boggled at this point. Like, we are all just shocked. Like, we all rushed to the dining room, and we just at a loss for words because of what we just heard. Like, we had to go and regroup and get ourselves together, because we all walking in circles and trying to figure out what's going on, praying, and Lord knows, just trying to gather ourselves at that moment. So we all just ended up in the dining room at the tables, just talking and just mind blown by what had happened. And Daniel was our friend who actually practiced Wicca. So he takes his little tarot cards out, and he's like, oh, I want to do some palm readings on you guys. Now, mind you, I'm 2 months into New Orleans. I've been raised Christian. I don't deal with any witchcraft. I don't get into it. You're not reading no palms. You're not tarot carding me. You're not doing any of that kind of stuff to me. So I watched while he did the 2 girls that was there with me. So Daniel reads the tarot cards for one of the girls that was in there, and it was to the point where this girl was crying because she was saying that everything that he was saying was true, and it was just crazy or whatever. So after he read her, he stopped and he was like, you guys, my mom told me to tell my friends something, and you guys are literally the only friends that I have, so this message gotta be for one of y'all. So Daniel proceeds to say that the message that his mom had given him the night before was to let one of his friends know that it was a little girl that was mad because one of her friends were getting ready to get took away. And he was explaining how this little girl was angry. It was a spirit, and that if one of us, which was me and the other 2 girls in the job, if we didn't go through a cleansing, but he was saying that if we didn't go through a cleansing, that the spirit would attach itself to us, and Lord knows what kind of omen it would bring towards us, because she was angry at the time. And so that's when I'm looking crazy once all over again, because the night before, my oldest daughter was taking a picture of my youngest daughter with my cell phone. I was in the background doing hair for my baby father's niece. I was doing her hair, and my daughter snaps a picture of my youngest daughter, which you see me in the background, and you see the spirit of the little girl on my back. Now, when my daughter was taking a photo, none of us were aware of it until that night. My baby father was going through my phone, and he's like, Carmen, who's on your back? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he shows me the picture, and I'm like, I'm doing hair. We zoom in. So when you zoom in, you see the little girl on my back. You see her 2 ponytails in her head. You see her purple dress. I had on a burgundy shirt at the time, and you see nothing else. No features, no arms, no anything else, but you see the silhouette of the little girl on my back. So now fast forward to January 28th. Daniel is telling me what his mom said, and like I said, I'm looking crazy because at this time, it finally brought up my baby father telling me about the little girl on my back. And also at this time, we had found our place and we were getting ready to move. And so when Daniel spoke of what he spoke of, I got scared all over again. And that's when I started telling him about the picture that my daughter took, and that what me and my baby father had caught in the picture the night before. And so I showed him the picture, and he's like, oh my God. He calls his mom, and he's like, mom, it's Carmen. We got to do a cleansing for her. He sends her the picture, and he's like, is this what you're talking about? And mom is like, yes. And she immediately went into some type of language and saying that I'm cleansed and I'm washed. Whole moral of the story is that the little girl was on my back, and she attached herself to me because she was mad that I was getting ready to move taking her friend away, which was my son, that she played with every day. So after the mom did her cleansing prayer and release for me, it was just crazy how the whole day was playing out. It was just, I was just crazy, just astounded by all of the craziness that was going on with the spirits, and it was just mind-blowing. And so got off work, told my baby father what had happened with David and the horns and the mother having to pray for me and all of this stuff. So fast forward, now we're in the bed. About 3-something in the morning, the following morning, we get a call from my baby father's auntie, and she's like, get outside right now. Now, all of his family stayed literally around the block from each other. So we had an auntie on this block, grandmother on this block, another aunt on this block, brother on this block. Like, the family was very close. So his aunt is like 3:20 in the morning. She's like, you get outside right now. We jump up and throw some clothes on and go running outside. Tell me why my son is outside walking down the street saying that his friend told him to follow her to come play. My son was 3 years old, outside in the middle of the night with no clothes on. This little boy had on underwear that were turned backwards, and he was walking down the street because his friend told him to come and play. She was trying to lead my baby to destruction. She was mad at me because we was leaving, and that's just what it is. So here's the picture. And also, I may add in, the cleansing that Daniel's mom did not work, because this little girl did end up following us around for a little while longer. Last time I believe my son had an encounter with her, we had moved back to Atlanta in 2014, and my son, by this time he was 6 or 7, somewhere around in that age, and we were in our house and all the kids were playing outside. My son disappears. He goes wandering through the freaking woods. We going crazy trying to find him. He finally comes out saying that his friend wanted him to come follow her and play. When she took my son in the woods, she ended up giving him a mushroom. But she ended up giving my son a mushroom to eat, and crazily, he ate it. When we found him, he came out. He told us that he was in the woods because his friend wanted them to go play on a hike or whatever the case may have been. He told me that she had gave him a mushroom to eat. Then literally right after that, my son fell so sick. So sick. At the hospital, his nurse was a Jamaican lady, and I told her what had happened, and he told her the exact same story about the girl telling him to come in the woods to eat the mushroom, and she prayed a prayer over him, and we haven't dealt with that little girl ever since. Enjoy.
My partner stepped out with the dog for one last walk at that night, and I was the only one left in the house at this point. I grabbed my phone as quick as I could and actually captured the noises. There was a couple different noises that were heard. It played that noise twice, and then laughter style, which you'll hear later, and then it also played like a very loud shrieking noise of a girl screaming. So I don't know, it came from the basement. It was just mind-numbingly loud. So I did what any composed man would do. I grabbed a knife and gave it a good 5 minutes and went down and looked around. So at this point, I noticed everything was normal, and there's a couple of rooms down there I didn't really care to look in, so I just marked the doors with pillows. so I could go back and see if anything had moved the next day from my video I was taking. And at this point in time, we determined just to get out of the house, take the dog with us, and
Come on, Jesse. Up.
get out
Come
of
on.
there because there's just too many unexplained things.
Come on. Up. Let's go. Come on. Up.
Come on, Jesse.
Up. Go.
She had to come back the next day first thing, so I said, as soon as you get there, check for the ball at the door and then take pictures of the pillows downstairs. And this is what she sent me. Well, this is the original. This is what she sent me. Normal. Video. Next day. So at this point I realized, okay, someone's in the house. Get the hell out of there. And I went over there and put 2 cameras in there. One in the bonus room and one on the main floor, which captured everything. It was the weirdest thing. The dog just went up and down all day and just stared into a room and just whimpering back and forth. We're not going to pretend like the decor up there is normal by any means. And then the camera did the weirdest thing. It just went blank. So she went back to check that night, and finally we captured the laughter on the cameras. Her motion had set it off and saved the clips. And to this very day, we cannot explain what happened that day. Everything's been disconnected electronically in the house.
Needless to say, the store owner who appears on camera was left baffled, given the history of strange occurrences that have taken place at the store. Viewers believe that a malevolent force is responsible for this terrifying encounter. But of course, what do you think? Could this be footage of a supernatural force, or a stunt that was pulled off using practical effects? Is it real or fake? Feel free to let me know what you think.
I am here, like, I stopped for gas, right? And, like, the store's closed, and I was here, and I could have sworn I literally, like, saw somebody run around the backside of that house. Okay, well, they're in a van, so I'm not alone at least, but...
I'm Tank Sinatra, and this is Tank's Good News. Subway has recently announced its new sidekick menu with foot-long cookies, churros, and pretzels, and they're available now.
Hello? Okay, so... what the fuck was that? There's like... it literally sounded like a marble. What the fuck? Like, it sounded like a marble or something, like bounce. Oh, there's somebody here. Okay, anyways, the guy just wanted towels. I don't know. Like, anyways, so that kind of leads me into my next topic. I have been thinking a lot recently about, I had a Ouija board, bought it a few years back, and I thought about, and like me and my friends even played with it and stuff. I'll put in like a clip. I think I have some footage of it.
I don't think, I really don't. I think my hand is moving the board
like
too. So like, yeah, like I don't, because when it was moving, I feel like that was probably.
But we played with it and we had some like creepy stuff happen, and that's what made us like stop playing with it. I was thinking about trying to contact or try to talk to whatever this is that's attached to me. And so I need to find my Ouija board because I lost it. I have no idea where it is. So I thought about either just buying a new one or trying to find that one and trying to reach out and just like see what this thing wants or try to get answers and just kind of go from there. But I just wanted to update you guys about like what I've been thinking about doing. So hope y'all have a good Saturday. Bye.